right, gentlemen, you may be seated.
Good morning, everyone. Oh man, that was weak. Good morning, everyone. This is a celebration. Everybody give my boys another round of applause. I'm so happy this morning because these are my guys that I came in Eagle with, so this is history for me as well. That's right. These are my guys. I had the distinct pleasure of seeing these guys grow from 7th grade up until now. And my God has been a journey. But I'm so proud of these guys. Why? Because they could have been anywhere in New York City right now, but they're right here at 1137 Herkimer Street. And I want to say this to you guys. I don't know where nobody else's school or nobody else's establishment, but we can guarantee one thing here. These boys are going to somebody college and somebody university. That's right, because we instill all the right tools and techniques into our guys. So they know what they need here, they're equipped, and they're ready for the outside world. Give my guys another round of applause. Class of 2018. Origin of the senior convocation. During World War II, the Tuskegee Airmen were the first African-American pilots in the military. At a time when blacks were considered inferior, they broke all stereotypes and defied low expectations by having the flying squadrons that lost the fewest bomber planes on their escort missions. This is how it worked. The airmen would fly planes on either side of a bomber plane. A plane carrying missiles or bombs. They would escort this plane to its destination, making sure that no one attempted to attack it. This is the origin of the term wingman. Can everybody say wingman? Wingman. The Tuskegee Airmen had the best wingman record by far. Way better than any white squadrons. They knew how to protect each other, watch each other's back, and ensure everyone made it to safety. Putting on this tradition each year at Eagle Academy holds a wingman ceremony called Convocation. This is an important moment for our scholars, when our scholars commit to being each other's wingmen and supporting each other through the last leg of their high school journey. During this ceremony, scholars will commit to helping their Eagle brothers graduate. What does that mean, gentlemen? That means dragging your friends to all their classes on time. That means studying together for Mr. Corbin's test, calling your friends in the morning to make sure he'll be on time to Ms. Maddox's college class, or making time on the train for you and your friend to read the passage assigned by Ms. DeLon. Eagle has an old mantra. If one falls, we all fall. If one falls, we all fall. Convocation is about making sure we don't let any of our brothers fall. Together like the Tuskegee Airmen, we will continue to show the world that it better not underestimate the talent, the drive, intelligence, and commitment of all young men of color here at Eagle Academy. Put your hands together for the class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanna. And now to give the charge of Invictus, please welcome Eagle Academy senior Amir Clark. Joining Amir is Kysel Jones and Richard Chandler.
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole. I I thank whatever gods may be for my uncomfortable soul.
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but I bow.
Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid.
It matters not how straight the gate.
I'll charge the punishment of the scroll.
I am the master of my fate.
I am the captain of my soul.
Thank you, gentlemen. Here now to give the Eagle Ocean Hill Journey, please welcome our senior scholar, Malik Kingsbury.
Good morning, my Eagle brothers and my Eagle family. When I first came to Eagle, I was nervous, and I remember thinking this school was going to be so hard because of summer grades. Coming in, I remember Joan screaming at everybody for the littlest of things. Then moved on to the absolute first day of school. And then that same day, me being a sixth grader, I looked older and I was asked if I was actually a freshman for their first high school class. As time was going on, people actually started to learn me and learn my name. They asked me if I was related to this other scholar named Kingsbury that not many of us speak of anymore. It was a different time than that first couple of years. Upon then came our classes. My first class was green. And if y'all was in green in sixth grade, y'all better say something. What's up? None of y'all gonna say that? Alright. Green. Where my son Greg at? Greg. Green, I know the classes. I know the classes. Of the teachers we had Ms. Monteith, Ms. Collymore, Ms. Nagarajan, and sadly, our lowest Ms. Allen. That's all we're saying. And as I realize now, Eagle wasn't that intimidating. It was definitely an adjustment being in old boys school, but it's something I knew I could do. Over the years, I formed many memories with my brothers. In middle school, some of the biggest memories came from being a part of the basketball team, going on house trips with Clemente, it's the best house, and just getting to make these friends over the years. One of the impacts was actually the strong male role models. Not many people know, but I lost my father at a young age, and just being around these strong male role models was an amazing achievement. I've been around people such as Mr. Niles, who kept me on a straight path, opened me up to many opportunities. I've been around teachers like Mr. Bunch and Mr. Draper, who just give off great positive attitudes in a hard-working sense. Teachers like Mr. Johnson, who's always funny and can bring a smile to my face. And teachers like Mr. Papagoro, who's just so smart and taught me so much. And then I can't forget our favorite principal, Mr. Lee. The way he holds himself and the way he just sets his standards has been so much of an impact on myself. During high school, I got into many different programs. One of the biggest programs was the program called SEO Scholars. This program gave me extra hours to work on different things as in schoolwork. It gave me SAT practice, and it's also given me college readiness and college application help. It also, during this previous summer, sent me to the University of Rochester for 3 months, which is an amazing experience just to understand how college really is. Some things I'm going to miss a lot about Eagle are the friends and the connections I made over the past years. Being here since 6th grade, I've really made deep connections with many members of the Eagle community. My friends told me that I don't have to do things alone. We can work and have fun together. I don't have to be a loner, and when things are hard, I have friends that I can lean on to get through my day. They are my support system, and I've also discovered that I can learn a lot from myself from others. Seeing what others like to do, I also see what I can achieve from them. For example, being exposed to Mr. Draper and Mr. Cross. Mr. Draper acts as art teacher. He showed me so much about art and so much of how I like it. And Mr. Cross, our automotive teacher, showed me how much I love to work with my hands and love to work on cars. In conclusion, I just want to leave some advice for my brothers. First, take things as slow as possible. When you try to rush through things, you might trip up and not even notice it. 2, let's have the highest graduating class yet. That means beating the class of 2015 with a 96% graduation rate. But I believe we can do it. All we need to do is go to class and get our work done like we always do. Let's get it.
One more time, Malik Kingsbury. Now to our keynote speaker. Letitia James is the public advocate for the city of New York. She's the second highest ranking elected official in the city. The mayor's the first, fellas, so she's the second highest ranking person. As public advocate, she serves as a direct link between New Yorkers and their government, acts as a watchdog over city agencies, and investigates complaints about city services. Public Advocate James made history in 2014 by becoming the first woman of color to hold citywide office in New York City. She has transformed the office of the Public Advocate to deliver real results and reforms for all New Yorkers. Public Advocate James is a strong advocate for criminal justice reform, led the push for police body-worn cameras by the NYPD. She was one of the first to call for special prosecutors to be used in all cases of police misconduct. Public Advocate James is a leader to fight reform in the grand jury process, whether it's through her worst landlords list, legal action, or pushing for legislation. Public Advocate James is working to protect tenants and affordable housing. She has revamped the worst landlords list with significant improvements. She has taken legal action on behalf of the tenants in several cases and has introduced legislation into the City Council to protect tenants. She has been a leading voice in the fight for rent regulation laws at the state level. Public Advocate James is a graduate of CUNY's Lehman College and Howard University Law School. She previously served as an assistant attorney general and a public defender. She currently resides in Brooklyn, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Public Advocate Letitia James.
Brooklyn in the house. Several occasions to attend Eagle events, their graduations, convocations, and I've declined in the past because I didn't think I could get through the ceremony without crying because this is really touching to me. I'm going to take my time. This is, you see, I'm a lawyer, and there's days when I get called down to criminal court. Mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers and daddies knock on my door and say, Tish, I need you to come to court with me because my son was arrested. In the last 20 some odd years that I've been in public life, on average I get at least 2 knocks on my doors. There was times in the 90s when I used to get a knock on my door every night. And so when I look when you're in court, and in criminal court, all you see is Black and Latino men being paraded before you, before a judge, and then to come here and to see all of you young men, my heart is filled because I've seen lives destroyed, and now I see the future. And I'm so blessed. So I want to thank Mr. Banks. You got to give a round of applause to Mr. Banks. given birth to all of this, and so you can do better than that. You gotta give And I want to take a moment to acknowledge the wonderful faculty here at Eagle Academy. Your wonderful principal, Rashid Lee. You have shown every day how deeply committed he is to your education and to your long-term success. And to all of the teachers who have given so much of their time to make your education a quality education. And I want to acknowledge all the people here today who have been so critical to ensuring this day would be possible, that you would get to your senior year. The family members and loved ones who sacrificed to ensure that you would get to school every day and had the resources you needed at home to thrive, and who prayed for you every day. Loved you unconditionally today could not have happened without their support system. And of course, to my scholars, to my seniors. First of all, I want to congratulate you on getting here. And I know you've put in long hours and long days, and you've gone from school to football practice to homework and caring for your family members as well. And I just want to say congratulations. And I know, scholars, it's not been easy. But you know, to get somewhere great, you always got to make sacrifices, and you've got to put in the effort, and I congratulate you for doing that. And I know that you're not done, but we're almost there. And we can see the finish goal. We can see the finish line. And college is just a mere few months away. And so today we're here to celebrate how far you've come and how much you've accomplished. We are also here to encourage you and to give you that last push that you need to carry you through to June and beyond. Because graduating from high school is not always a given. It's not always easy. It's not always fun. And I'm sure many of you have encountered some real setbacks along the way. And many of you, I know, have been counted out by so many. And perhaps you've been counted out by members of your own family. But you see, you've soared like the wings on eagles. You may have stumbled and you may have fallen, but your family has been here to pick you up and brush you off. To get you back on that track again. And there are days that you wanted to give up, I know. There's days that you wondered what was the point. And days when you thought being out and free was far more exciting than being stuck in a classroom. It reminds me of the song that I heard coming over here. I'm sure you've heard the song Believer, right? Imagine Dragon, remember that song? Okay, let me tell you how it goes. I was choking in the crowd. That song? No? Everybody's looking at me like, no, never heard that before. No. Let me recite to you just some of the lyrics. I was choking in the crowd, living my brain in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did. Ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, until it broke up, and it rained down and rained down. Like you made me a believer despite my pain. You see, you broke me down and you built me up. I let the bullets fly, or you let them rain, but I'm a believer. And so today there's days that you wanted to give up and quit, days that you wondered what was the point, days when you thought being out there was far more exciting. And so many of you have not only achieved, but you've excelled. And in the class of fine young men, there are countless stories that demonstrate just how hard you've worked to overcome obstacles and thrive at Eagle Academy. Like Sidney Shelton. Sidney Selton is a fine example. You see, Sidney lost his mother. He lost his mother at a young age. And he's been raised by his father, who I know has been so active in his life and a wonderful role model. And Sidney, I don't know if your dad is here. Where's your dad? Stand up, sir. They say that there's just not any good black fathers left. But he is an example of good black fathers, role models. And I thank you for all that you have done. And I know Sidney thanks you, and so do I. You see, with the support of his father, Sidney has been a true all-star on the field and in the classroom. Sidney is a day one scholar. He played both lacrosse and football. And a shout out to all the Eagle football champs. Because Sidney found the time to work with younger boys at Eagle to ensure that they focus on what is important in the classroom and not just on the streets. Sidney is an exceptional young man, and I could go on and about all of the exceptional stories, because each and every one of you have a similar story to Sidney. Each one of you have made it today successfully because your teachers and your family members supported you, but more importantly, because you showed up. And we have all faced adversity in our lives. Even I am no stranger to adversity, but many of you, more so than the majority of young men your age. But you have never stood down in the face of that adversity. You may have been bloody, but you remained unbowed. And unfortunately, we live in a world where the challenges are stacked against you, and you will all stacked against you will always be greater. And I wish that we did not live in a world where a black man is 6 times more likely than a white man to be incarcerated. I wish we didn't live in a world where just 10% of 8th grade black boys in the United States are considered proficient. I wish we didn't live in a world where Latino boys were counted out. I wish we didn't live in a world where black and Latino boys receive 2/3 of all school suspensions nationwide. I wish we didn't live in a world where black and Latino boys were stopped and frisked and harassed by police on every given day. But we all have to confront these realities. And as people of color, we will always be scrutinized more closely than our white peers. And as a young and black and Latino boys, you will have to work 10 times harder just to get ahead. 10 times harder. And sometimes, and I know it's not fair, the rules won't apply to you. Sometimes you're going to have to go around the rules and over the rules because the world expects more from you. And there's a reality of your life today and of my life today that you are young enough still that you can still take control of your life. You've got the power to defy the statistics because you are masters of your fate and you are the captains of your soul. But you see, like your loved ones out there and like your faculty members, we reject those statistics. We reject those statistics because we see in each and every one of you the potential that lies within your souls. And we see in all of you the fact that you have stood before leaders of the free world. I've witnessed you on television with your jackets on and your ties straight. I've seen you stand before leaders of the free world. I've seen you stand before leaders of this country. And I've seen you stand before a God and his people, and you made us all proud. You've got the power to defy these statistics. And that power has been given to you right here at Eagle Academy. And I need each and every one of you to finish this year strong, to pursue a higher education and to stay on this path. Because we have too many walls to scale, too many barriers to knock down, too many bridges to build. And the only way that we can accomplish this is through hard work and knowledge. And we're no stranger to hard work. In fact, we laugh hard work in its face. And we're not going to make any excuses, and we're not going to give up. Because we believe that your excuses, you're stronger than your excuses. And so some of you will be the first in your family, like me, to graduate from high school, and first to go on to college. And remember that you were put on this earth to improve it for your children, and for generations to come. And remember that when you walk into a room, you don't walk alone. You walk with all of us. You represent all of us. You carry us on your shoulders. So you can make excuses, or you can make changes. Those are the choices. And don't let anyone, my scholars, my young men, don't let anyone define who you are. Don't let them define you by your skin color. Don't let them define you by your zip code. Don't let them define you where you live. Overcome their statistics. You're also fortunate to have received a quality education here at Eagle Academy. You have no idea how exceptional this place is. One that has not only brought you the fundamentals of math and science and its practical uses in our everyday lives, but an education that has taught you to be curious and to constantly think and challenge others, to think about the world around you, and one that has challenged you to have great expectations of yourself and of your potential, and one that has compelled you to seek the next step in your academic careers. And that is evidenced by the fact that 97% of your classmates graduated last year and had plans after college. And this year, 97% isn't good enough. This year, it's 100%. As I traveled throughout the city and as I traveled throughout this nation, scholars, this world needs you now more than ever. We got a fool in the White House. This world needs you now more than ever. Our world needs you to focus on being teachers because we need to teach the next generation of scholars. Our world needs you to be social workers to heal the men and women of our communities. Our world needs you to be lawyers because we have more business to do in reforming the criminal justice system. Our world needs you to be doctors and nurses because the Congress, and unfortunately this president, is trying to repeal our health care and disrespect the legacy of President Obama. Our world needs you to be advocates for immigrants and all other communities whose rights are under attack. Our world needs you because women are being challenged in this nation. Our world needs you to be engineers and architects because we need more affordable housing. Our world needs you because public housing is crumbling and we need you. I need architects, I need planners, I need builders. Our world needs you to be businessmen and women who are passionate and don't mind paying their fair share of taxes. Businessmen who will live in this community and not flee this community. Our world needs you because the children need to see you every day as you get up and go to work and care for your family. Our world needs you. Our world needs to see you on television. Our world needs to see you in social media so we can defy the odds and the expectations and so that people will recognize. And that's what I need all of you to focus on. And all of you to recognize that these individuals, because of all of you have got hustle, I know that. You've got ambition, you've got flow. But more importantly, you've got ancestors who flow through your DNA, who are propelling you each and every day to be a success. So seniors, I do know that you know of a great philosopher. I know you know this song, the great philosopher known as Drake. And that great philosopher, as I oftentimes recite, he reminds me, and he reminds you, that we started from the bottom, and now we're here. So, the scholars are saying you gotta get a new rap, you gotta get a new flow, because that's tired. I understand. And so, I have such faith in each of you that you will finish out this year stronger than you began. And that you will do great things with that high school and that college degree and that professional degree. And like an eagle, when the storm hits, and before you graduate, before you enter college, some of you will face a storm in your life, I guarantee you that. But the eagle, he sets his wings so that the wind will pick him up and he rises above the storm. No, I don't think you heard me. You see, the Eagle Academy, Eagle students, when the storm comes, the eagle is an exceptional animal. They sense the storm coming. You see, they set their wings in such a way, they don't fly directly into the storm, they fly above it. So Eagle students, when the storm hits, I need you to rise above the winds. I need you to set your mind, your hearts, your souls on a higher plan, on a higher goal, on a higher height. And I look forward to seeing all of you, to see how far you will go. And because you will be, and you have been students of Eagle Academy, the expectation of all of you is to go higher and higher and higher and touch the sky, because there are no limits to the graduates here at Eagle and to all of you here today. And so I say to you, continue to hold on to God's good grace. Continue to hold on to the hands of those who love you in this audience. And continue to fly high. Because you, proud graduates, proud students, one of the finest institutions, not in Brooklyn, not in the city, not in this nation, but in the entire world.
Applause to all your family members that come here and support you. You guys can do better than that. You guys can do way better than that. Thank you. You guys can see it. Thank you, brother. Now, before we move on, you guys can use that as my current event for next Friday, by the way. So, most of you guys know I'm a sports fan. And as a sports fan, there's the owner and GM of the team. So I want you guys to give a round of applause for our owner and GM, Mr. David Banks. considered the coach of the team. He sets out the plan for all of us to succeed. And he's the reason why this class will again achieve over a 90% graduation rate for the 4th straight year. Ladies and gentlemen, our principal, Mr. Meade.
Full disclosure, before we came in, I made a deal with our seniors. We hold it down for an hour. We'll be out of here. I said 40 minutes? Hold it down for 40 minutes, we'll be out of here. Get your cardigans, you go about your day. But that's been the last 7 years for us. It's been a series of conversations, negotiations, deals, all designed to get the largest class we've ever had in this building. And I'm going to say the class required the most effort. Let's just put it like that. The class required the most effort. And I would say a good 50% of my day over the last 7 years has been committed to these young men. But these are young men that I'm extremely proud of. And just to see this picture, when 7 years ago, individuals in this building and outside this building said this wasn't possible. Some of our young men didn't know it was possible. And in some of the conversations with your parents, please make this possible. But I would have to say, more than any other class we've had, this wingman ceremony resonates with this group because they've been each other's wingmen since the 6th grade. So anytime any young man in this class had a challenge, I not only speak to that young man, I'll speak to his brother. I'll speak to the house. And to me, that's power. Because I know for a fact that that's going to continue past their years of equal. And that's what it's designed to do. This is a 4 to 7 year stop on your larger journey. But you're not going to be able to get to the next phase of your life on your own. The world is not designed that way. And who better to get you to that next step than your brother? So when you look to your right, you look to your left, this ceremony is not graduation. Let's be clear about that. It's not graduation. There's still a lot for you to do. At the beginning of this year, if you listed out all the things you wanted to accomplish this year, Convocation would have been one, but it's not your end goal. So celebrate this moment. Acknowledge the fact that you're brothers. Acknowledge the fact that you're here when so many people thought you wouldn't be here. But pledge to your brother to ensure that he enjoys the same level of success that you're going to have. And as you walk through the halls with your new gear, with those beautiful cardigans that everybody wants, just know that's your pledge, not only to yourself, but to your brothers. And if you map out where you want to be at this point next year, just know you not only have the adults in this building to rely on, you have your brothers. Thank you.
Now it's the reason why you all are here and what this ceremony is truly about. You know, as men, no matter where you are in any stage of your life, whether you make $1 million a year or whether you're living check to check, you only, and every man only has his word. and commitment is what you should stick to. And this is the reason. This is a commitment to finish what you have started. For some of you guys, it was 6th grade, some of you guys 9th grade, some of you guys this year. All of your signatures will appear in this book with the many Eagle scholars who came before you and the generations that will follow. So there are 3 sets of signatures in this book. Class of 2018, you all will make the 4th. So right now, we have class of 2018. You guys are all going to come up and sign this book of commitment to finish what you all have started.
First row, please stand up. Jaquan Spicer. My son Hollington. Jason Gibbs. Marcelino Pena. Jorge Rosario. Maurice Evans. Devin Pierce. Jamal Rodriguez. Michael Peters. Arkin Garner. Joshua Melanson. Sean Martin. Christian Jovity. Damien Concepcion. Keshawn Dartley. Taishi McLean. Devon Branchell. Damani Luces. Elijah Beth. Leandra Ralston. Sydney Sultan. Jakai Taylor. Malik Neal. Malachi Wade. Tashawn Johnson. Joshua Barrios. Jakai Mack. Yuri Hardiman. Daquan Daniels. Jamal Williams. Anthony Romaine Jr. Patrick Amy. Malik Kingsbury. Shay James. Dante Bassnight. Nasir Modest. Olatunde Rinami. Akil Mahon. Andre Daughtry Jr. Paris Northcutt. Caleb Woodson. Demani Urban. Ellis.
Now, Alex Ramos is going to present this to me with a book. Okay, fellas, all together. I am. Congratulations.
You said you did what?
I worked hard, baby.